Grammy. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown. Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Kene Nwangwu, one man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Colts. So now after the opening kickoff is brought back, the offense is going to take the field for the first time, but it'll be for a 2-point conversion. Howell, first play, going to throw it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Allen off the play fake. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the play.
Oh, poor decision there that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Colts are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, fights him off, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. So here we go. 4th down. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big roll of the dice It's on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he gets us right inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And Howe will throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, here's Howell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Howell throwing for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think if they missed it here, only up 12-0. 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, Allen. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. He's in the space past the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from the 20. And the Steelers are back within a score.
Well, no surprise to anyone who watches the NFL there. Remember, Josh Allen, 7 touchdowns on the ground last year, added 1 more in the playoffs. In fact, the active leader in touchdowns by a quarterback with 39 coming into 2023. The big horse rides again.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Offense at the line and set to go. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Colts had 4-9 now on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They run for it with Mixon. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They hand off to their big tight end. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. It's Mixon on the counter. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle. And quickly, they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Inside handoff to Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Mixing up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. But they go play action with Howell. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Howell on the QB sneak. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. QB sneak, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. So he gets absolutely nothing out of that sneak, and now it's 4th down. Fourth down, Howell. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One last shot before the break. Howell. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this 1st half as the kick gets away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the 1st half.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Allen, that pass complete to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
On first down, Allen flushed out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Josh Allen. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
First down, Howell to throw. A short one there, caught by Granson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Faking the handoff. Howell sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Here's Mixon. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. Going for it on fourth. Here's Howell. He gets it left side of Johnson. Touchdown. Jerron Jackson with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his run back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A lot of fake the handoff. Now Allen. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 17-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Allen will try to throw for it. Flush to his right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stopped the run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. And this is going to be intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Pacheco. Steelers. Isaiah Pacheco. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the 4th quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The 4th quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give them an 8-point lead here in the 4th. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Howell, another throw on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Kenny Clark in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once more, it's Pacheco. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Isaiah Pacheco finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Come on, why would you throw it to him? You can't pass our job. What was he looking at?
The Steeler offense. Timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 97 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year.